This is a News 4 News Break.
Good morning, I'm Ryan Stanley. Breaking news at this hour out of Prince George's County. Officers are now calling the deaths of 2 people in Fort Washington a murder-suicide. Police found the bodies late last night on Jaywick Avenue. They won't tell us how those victims died, but they do believe this incident was domestic. We'll bring you more information as it develops. New tonight, a University of Maryland student is accused of using his cell phone to spy on women in a campus bathroom. Campus police arrested 21-year-old Ernest Marfo today. The incident happened last Wednesday afternoon in the Biology-Psychology building in College Park. The victim, a university employee, noticed Marfo's cell phone lens pointed toward her from the floor of her bathroom stall. And she confronted him and he took off. Police are checking to see if he's connected to any other incidents. Well, it appears the Secret Service is trying to clean up its act. The agency is reassigning more than a dozen staff members. It's also looking at changing the rules on drinking alcohol. This comes after agents protecting the president were sent home from Amsterdam last month after a night of drinking. Earlier last month, 2 Secret Service officers were involved in a car accident in Florida. They'd reportedly been drinking before that as well. Well, local schools are growing even faster than the kids. A review by the News 4 I-Team reveals Northern Virginia and Maryland school districts are now using more than 3,000 portable classrooms. The larger trailer-like buildings are set up out back. In Fairfax County alone, they're now using more than 900 of them. And more are on the way because new families are swarming into the neighborhoods.
In the next 4 years, we're going to be as high as 1,200 students.
1,200 in one elementary school?
Yes.
Tonight on News 4 at 6, the I-Team finds out what this is costing taxpayers. We'll also find out why school principals say these trailers do impact students and teachers. Well, heads up if you live in La Plata. Tomorrow, you can vote on whether to build a super Walmart in town. The store would be built at the corner of Rosewick Road and Route 301. You can vote on today's referendum anytime between noon and 8 o'clock at the La Plata Town Hall. Well, the Maryland man who saved a boy pinned under a runway bus is telling his story. Matthew Knight volunteers as a police officer in Baltimore County. He wore his uniform when he spoke to reporters for the first time. On Monday morning, he was working his paid job at Southern Management Corporation. He says something caught his eye on Powder Mill Road in Beltville near the entrance to High Point High School.
I assumed that the bus was trying to turn onto Powder Mill Road, and just a regular instinct that, you know, I look up at the bus driver to make eye contact, and there wasn't one. There was nobody behind the wheel.
And Knight says his police training kicked in at the time, and he yelled to the child to get out of the way, stopped his car, jumped out, and ran toward them. He rescued the kid under the bus just as paramedics arrived, and police arrested the 61-year-old bus driver. At $7,000, that's how much General Motors will have to pay for every day it fails to answer questions about a massive recall. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration says it gave GM extra time to answer technical questions about the faulty ignition switch linked to 13 deaths. The deadline was April 3rd. GM claims it has already produced thousands of documents. The $7,000 per day fine is the maximum allowed. 2.3 million Toyota cars, a massive recall this morning across North America. If you drive one, there could be a problem in your seat, steering wheel, or even the airbag. Nearly 30 models are affected, including Corollas, RAV4s, and Highlanders. No crashes have been reported for these problems. The company's recalling more than 6 million cars worldwide. For a full list of affected cars, you can go to NBCWashington.com. Well, if you like bacon, get ready to pay up. Prices are on the rise. A brand new virus is killing piglets on pork farms in more than half of the states in the U.S. Millions have died so far. It's not a disease you or any other animal can get. It's having a big impact on the pork industry, though. A pound of pork is now more than 60 cents more than it was a year ago, and it could rise even more. And well, the name Chicken Cup, it doesn't sound like a fancy piece of porcelain, but don't be fooled. These tiny Chinese teacups, well, that one just sold at an auction for $36 million. That's a record for Chinese porcelain. The cup is 500 years old and made during the Ming Dynasty. The reason for the unexciting name is simple. The cup is decorated with little chickens. Now, reports say a Chinese billionaire had the winning bid. Must have had a lot of money. Thanks for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a great day. I'm Ryan Stanley.